What's going on, guys? It's Professor Gnome, and today we're going to be doing an updated Gengar EX video focusing on the Gnarring Curse effect and the Tricky Steps attack. The ability that it has is that whenever your opponent plays an energy card from their hand, it deals 2 damage counters to that Pokemon. So if you have multiple on the board, that all stacks, and it is every time, not just once per turn. This is particularly important against something like Chien-Pao, where they have to place a whole lot of energies on the board, so we're doing a ton of spread damage every time our opponent wants to attack. And if they only have Chien-Pao to attack with, and they don't have the energies to be able to spread all on the board, then what ends up happening is that Chien-Pao actually can't stack enough energies on itself in order to KO us if we have like triple Gengar EX set up. So that's the kind of thing we're focusing on. I did a video on this deck about a month ago, but I was asked for an updated deck list, and some things have changed since then. So this is my new deck list. One of the main things that I've changed is making sure to run Hero's Cape now, because it's a little bit more efficient than Prime Catcher. We also run Professor Turo's now, and we also run Forest Sealstone, and there's a couple other changes. So if you're curious about the exact changes, you can go back to the previous video, watch that. As well, just to also see kind of more on how the deck is played. But yeah, this is the list, guys. Definitely let me know what you think about it. We'll get into game 1 in just a moment. But I just wanted to do a couple announcements. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of YouTube-y stuff. But more importantly than any of that, be sure to join the community Discord down below. We'll be having our first ever community tournament. It's 6:30 p.m. EST. It will be linked down in the description below in order to join. The entry code is GNOME, so GNOME, and we would love to have you there. So be sure to join up in that if you're interested in participating in our first ever community event. It was a lot of fun to kind of put together, and so I'm really excited for that to happen. So June 1st at 6:30 p.m. EST. Hope you all can make it. So be sure to join the Discord and be sure to join the tournament, and I will see you guys in game 1 in a moment. Thank you for watching. Peace. Alright, we're into game number 1, and we will be mulliganing our hand away. Our opponent will be going first. I prefer to go second with this deck, just because if we're able to get into an Arven and an Energy, then we're pretty much set to go for, you know, majority of the game. So we're much stronger going second if we get our pieces than if we go first. So we do mulligan there like twice, I think. We open pretty terribly. This is not great, so hopefully we can top deck into something a little bit more usable. We mulligan 3 times, and we're against Iron Hands. So unless we get a miracle top deck, we're probably done. Oh, it's Miraidon, not Future Hands. Alright, well that saves us ever so slightly. Not by a lot, but we at least get something. We go Miraidon into the active. Tandem unit for, I assume, another Miraidon, and oh, they went Raichu. Interesting. Another tandem unit for Raikou. They can manually retreat back into Raikou. I don't agree with putting the energy onto Raichu. Oh, they're going for fast charge. I don't really agree with that, but fair enough. Okay, so we do get into Arven. That's at least something. So we can go Buddy Poffin here. We can go Hero's Cape. Buddy Poffin for 1-2. We can go Evolution, Energy, Hero's Cape. We can go Evolution here. And we're only going to use the 1 to get Haunter. Since we're going to need as many cards out of our hand as possible, we'll just manually evolve into Bibarel on our following turn. best case scenario for ourselves, we can get ourselves into Gengar, and we can get ourselves into double energy and a Giovanni's. That would be like the most ideal possible. Didn't really draw anything, so that's at least good for us. Top decking the Arven was pretty huge. But we're going to need our luck to really continue here. Okay, that's actually something. So we're going to nest dash all this away. We're getting really lucky with our top decks here, actually. We can go Gengar, draw into a whole new hand. Okay, that's pretty big. We get Giovanni's here. Let's place the energy. So that's at least good. And then we'll go Crushing Hammer. We get the heads. So that's good for us. And then from here, the question is, do we want to use the counter catcher to pull up Zapdos? I think we want to use the counter catcher to pull up Iron Hands, since they'll need an active switch card, not just like one piece. And we can Skwovet away the Gengar. Because the main thing is we just don't want them getting like Electric Generator onto the Iron Hands. There's a Prime Catcher. That was worst case scenario. The only benefit here is that they might not be able to knock us out. Yeah, their whole hand was energy. Heavy Baton, not really a problem. Lost Vacuum on the Hero's Cape isn't that big of a deal. Kind of annoying, but I mean, it is what it is. There's Fleet-Footed for one more. We are safe for now. It's just going to be a little annoying getting Bibarel out of the active. We can go Buddy Poffins. Grab ourselves these two, because we can just make another Bibarel for what it's worth. We'll go Nest Dash here, get rid of the Gengar. We'll Iono first. Pretty big, honestly. We do get the heads, so we're able to remove another energy. Place one down. We'll hold on to Lumineon for now. The other Ultra Ball is kind of nice. So we can pass our turn here, and we're actually not in too bad of a position. Because if our Bibarel gets knocked out here, pretty hyped that they missed that. If our Bibarel gets knocked out here, then we just bring Gengar in, and it's not really that big of a deal. Like, it's slightly annoying, but it's not the worst thing that could happen to us. If it doesn't get knocked out, what we'll have the ability to do is that we can go Arven to get ourselves our Nightgate Gengar. Use that with Arven to get ourselves a... That'll get ourselves the Rare Candy. We can evolve and then force the switch out. Though I'd prefer a second Gengar. Like, Gengar EX, rather. They already used their supporters for the turn. They already have their ace spec. We're getting really lucky this game. If we're completely honest. They've missed some generators. We had some pretty bad hands that we were able to kind of turn around. So overall, we got pretty lucky. So we'll go Arven. We'll grab ourselves the Rare Candy and the Evolution, since that's not going to come up anymore. We can Ultra Ball away the Evolution and the other Ultra Ball. Grab ourselves the Nightgate Gengar. Use that. We can throw an energy on it if we really want it to. I want to hold on to the Lumineon for now as well. We'll Industrial Incisors, see what we're able to find. That's pretty good for us. Then we can go ahead and Nightgate. We can Tricky Steps. Which isn't going to do really all that much, but it'll work out for now. The benefit here is that they've put enough damage down on their Raichu that we will knock it out with a single attack. They go Electric Generator. Alright, they're just going to concede. That was a really awkward game because we definitely got really lucky. Where our hand started out really bad, but we were able to kind of turn it around. And they missed a lot of generators. So, like, things kind of worked in our favor. So that was definitely a very awkward game one. But just is what it is. Sometimes you got to take what you can get. We got a little bit bailed out there by, like, the Arven on the top deck. But, you know, our opening hand was so bad that I feel like we earned a little luck. But yeah, that's game one, guys. I will see you guys in game two in a moment. Peace. Alright, we're into game number two. We're going to try to get something going for ourselves. We have Gastly, Buddy Poffin, and Energy, so we're good for next turn. Biggest problem for us right now is that PTCGO literally isn't working. So we're going to hope for the best. I've tried to record like 3 different games, and each game PTCGO is just, or PTCGL, whatever it's called now, just completely broke. Like, it did not work, and I could not play the game multiple times. So we're going to hope for the best here and do what we can. That's pretty much the only thing we can do on our turn is play down the Buddy Poffin for now. We can go Arven to Buddy Poffin again afterwards and get ourselves Evolution and go from there. We have Crushing Hammer available to us. We're kind of setting up in an okay manner. If we can get... We have a pretty good hand here, actually. It would have been really, really nice for us to go second, but that just wasn't the case. If we can get into league headquarters, though, we're going to be in a phenomenal state. Because they're, like, never going to be able to actually get anything done. That was best case scenario for us. They played that pretty bad. They used a lot of resources they definitely did not have to. So we can go Haunter here. We can go Bibarel. We'll throw the Crushing Hammer down. We even hit it. Oh, we're about to pop off. They'll probably concede in like 30 seconds. So we can go Buddy Poffin again. TM Evolution. We can go Buddy Poffin. Grab ourselves another Gastly and the Skwovet. We can go Energy here, Evolution, draw ourselves some cards. We get another Gastly, but that part doesn't really matter. We'll go Evolution, get the second Haunter out of our deck. Perfect. And then what we can do on our following turn, Rare Candy Gengar to the active, and then we're set up to just get all our other Gengars in play. Wow, the top deck explores Guidance. Nice. Can't complain because in the last game I got bailed out by top decking Arven. Ooh, an Awakening Drum. Alright, things are working out for them. Really good Pokestop. Oh, they conceded anyway. That was disappointing. I'm just happy I was able to actually play a game. So that's going to be game 2. We'll probably do 4 games in this video because the first one was awkward. This one was kind of dumb. And we'll go to game 3 in a second. I'll see you guys there. Peace. Alright, we're into game number 3, and our opponent's going to be going first. We have most of what we need. We're actually going to just lead Manaphy here and pass our turn over. Do we get the redemption arc? Do we get to play against Miraidon again? I think we do. Alright, we're up against Miraidon again, but this time not with an absolutely terrible hand. So we're going to be in an alright position here. We're going to be able to make things work, and we're going to do it not because we got completely bailed out. Maybe. Because they hit double generator right away. And we're going to need 1 turn. So we're probably going to give up 2 prize cards because of Manaphy. Because they already got triple energy down. But the Hero Escape doesn't really matter. That I'm not worried about. We do have Giovanni's, though, and that's going to be pretty good for us. For the following turns. So we can go ahead and Buddy Poffin here. Grab the Evolution. We have Giovanni's for next turn. So that will definitely help us out. We can go Bidoof and Gastly. Throw an energy down on a Manaphy. Can throw the Radiant Alakazam down for now. We will Evolution with Manaphy. Get ourselves 1 and 1. Grab our Bibarel. And then from here, what we'll be able to do on our next turn, depending on what we draw, pretty much no matter what, we can assume that they're going to be able to amp you very much into the Manaphy. Like, that's pretty much just a given. But we'll be able to start removing those energies in, like, without too much trouble. So there's the amp you very much. We saw that coming. They will get 2 prize cards here, which is a little unfortunate, not what we would have wanted. But as long as we can get into Haunter here, or Gengar rather, we'll be in a pretty good position. There's another Bidoof. We will play that down. We'll get that lifted, place the energy down, just get some cards out of our hand, and we will Industrial Incisors from here. We do get our Gengar and the other energy, so we kind of got everything else that we were looking for, which was pretty good for us. We can go ahead and Crushing Hammer here. We do get the heads as well, which is pretty big. Then we can go ahead and Tricky Steps. Lay the damage down. And we'll move the energy onto the Zorora. Effectively making the Iron Hands not really much of a threat at all, which is pretty good for us. Unfortunately, we're going to be 10 damage short, but if they do place an energy down onto anything, that will definitely help us out, because we can Radiant Alakazam and fix our damage numbers. Hey, let's go. Alright. So, that was the thing, is like, they just got stuck. So, we redeemed ourselves for the previous Miraidon matchup. Another fast game, though, so obviously we have one more. I'm going to throw in, just because I was talking about it in game number 3, I'm going to throw in what I mean when I say, at the very end of the video, I'll throw it in, where, what I mean by, the game literally wouldn't work for me, so it was counting me as in the game, like, the timer was running, but I was just stuck in waiting for my opponent to do something, and so it, like, lost me the game, and then broke the game. It was super weird. I'll put it in at the end of the video, just because, but I will see you guys in game, I think, 3 or 4? I don't even remember. I'll see you guys in the next game. Peace. Alright, we're into the next game. I've lost count. I don't remember. Regardless, we're into the next game. Our opponent's going first. We are going to... We have everything we need, so we can actually just open up Gastly. Our opponent's going first. We aren't at threat of anything. We see the Greninja, which doesn't tell us too much. This Nest Ball kind of give us a better idea. Garchomp. Okay, interesting. So it's Raging Bolt with Garchomp. That's pretty cool. So taking concealed cards for 2 more. Also a Pidgey. Curious about that one. So we'll go ahead, place that down. We can go ahead and Arven here. Get ourselves a Buddy Poffin and a TM Evolution. We can go Gastly and Gengar. Or sorry, Gastly and Bidoof. We can place the TM Evolution down. We can go Energy onto the active. Go Evolution here. And then we can do 1 and 2. We have no Haunters in the deck. Okay. That's not great. So 2 of our Haunters are prized, which is definitely not ideal. We're hoping that Gastly survives the turn then, is what this is going to come down to. It's looking like Gastly will survive the turn, but our Bibarel will not. Because they're going to Prime Catcher Bibarel into the active for sure. Yep. So, pretty annoying, but not the worst thing that could have happened to us. Because they only got 1 energy out of it anyway. So we can go Gastly here. We do draw into the energy we needed. We can go Rare Candy. Place Gengar in the active. If we Lumineon here, what would we Lumineon for? We don't want to Iono because they only have 3 cards. We could Arven. I think this is what we're going to do. Yeah. Well, Arven, we'll hold on to the Iono for now. And I think our best play is we can go Buddy Poffin and grab the Seal Stone. Place the Seal Stone down. Buddy Poffin for another Gastly and a Bidoof. So we can make a new Bibarel later. We'll Tricky Steps. Move this energy onto... We'll move it onto the Greninja for now. That's not so... Okay, so really, the whole thing is, like, we want to be able to get rid of the energies from the board, so that way Raging Bolt can't use them. But more importantly, we just want to stop this thing from being able to attack. Obviously, they already had the other energy in hand, but they got rid of that. But it just forces them to use more. We have the attack on the next turn, or the KO on the next turn guaranteed. They do add more energy to hand, so they are going to be able to get an attack off of Garchomp, which is a little annoying. They use the Canceling Clone. Very odd. Because it just gets it out of their hand. It's not like that's going to really come up with like much relevance right now. Hydro Ladder for 160. So we have to make a precedent on healing, or not healing, but like having a new Gengar set up. We can go... We'll place this on the active for now. Then what I think we're going to do is we're going to Star Alchemy here to grab ourselves Bibarel. Place that. Again, we don't really want to Iono. We can go Crushing Hammer. If we do hit, we're going to be able to remove the energy from the Raging Bolt, which is the most important thing at the moment. Draw ourselves a whole new hand. And we can go Pokemon League Headquarters. That's pretty big for us. And then we can go Tricky Steps here. And we will just remove that one from play. Grab ourselves 2 prizes. We get a Gastly, we get a Crushing Hammer, but we don't have any Haunters, which is still difficult for us to deal with right now. But it's not the worst thing in the world. Hit another Earthen Vessel. If they have a Vitality in hand, it would make sense for them to discard the electric energy. So they go Irida, which is good for us. That's fine. They go Rare Candy Pidgeot, which again is kind of fine for us. If anything, we're looking for like a boss's orders here. There's another Sandy Shocks. Okay, they retreat. The Magnetic Absorption. They can do that again and then energy transfer. Alright, they didn't even have to. We will survive this attack, though. I don't get why they didn't use it. We'll go Crushing Hammer here. We didn't hit it, but I mean that's fine. At this point, we'll we could Giovanni's here. But I don't think it really makes too much of a difference. I think it's better to like hope we pull boss. Oh yeah, they couldn't attack because I forgot I played the Pokemon League Stadium. Or Pokemon League Headquarters, rather. Alright, Rare Candy into another Gengar is pretty big. We can Crushing Hammer. We missed again. But we will be able to Tricky Steps. Which means they're going to have to manually attach an energy. Place it on to Greninja. They won't be able to just Magnetic Absorption. And if they manually attach the energy in order to attack with Sandy Shocks, then they'll KO themselves between the two Gengars. So there's the Vitality. They can retreat, go Raging Bolt. Why did they do that? Alright, that was a huge misplay on their part. Unless there's like a crazy plan here that I'm not aware of that's about to go down. No, yeah, that was just a huge misplay. That was a terrible play on their part. All right, well, that's every. I don't even know what to say about that. All right, that's gonna be the final game. It's getting really late, and I've been trying to record all day, and just Pokemon Live has not been working, or I've been getting games like this. So sorry, guys. Unfortunately, that's gonna be the last game of the episode. Hope you guys like the list, even with these super random and really weird games. There's not much I can do about it, but I wanted to make sure that I at least got this video out, because Wednesday, at the time of the recording, 2 days from now, because it's Monday right now, it's Monday night. On Wednesday, the new set should be released, so all the new content is going to be on like new set stuff. And this video was and this deck list was requested, so I wanted to make sure I got this out and it didn't just get lost in time to Twilight Masquerade and all the content we're going to be doing for that. So unfortunately, this is kind of the best I could do with the amount of time I had left. Not the best games, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you like the list, even if the games it was featured in weren't the best. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Request your lists in the comment section down below. And join the community Discord. And be on the lookout for the new tournament that's coming out June 1st at 6:30 p.m. EST. It will be down in the description. Remember, the entry code is GNOME, G-N-O-M-E. I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out. Alright, we're into game number 2. Our opponent won the coin flip and decided to go first. That works out for us. We have double Gastly. We do have Buddy Poffin already available to us. But more importantly, we have Ultra Ball, which will be pretty good for us because we can get into Lumineon and get ourselves set up. So not too bad here. We'll see what our opponent's playing. PTCGO is bugging out a little bit. So, like, their prize cards are set up, but the game's just not working. So we'll see what happens. I assume our opponents, like, picked what they want to do. Yeah, because, like, the log is... I can't... I literally can't play the game. Are you serious? I'm gonna lose on timer because I literally can't play the game. The game's just happening, but I don't get to play it. Are we serious right now? This client is actually the worst. I literally won the game. But there's nothing I can do. Am I just indefinitely trapped here? I guess I'll just concede and see what happens. I can't do that either. Is it so? What happens here? Because it said I won in the log. Did the game just break completely? It just didn't know what to do. Yeah, it just broke completely. Amazing.